Hey there everyone, welcome back to another what if scenario. And this is a scenario that some people actually have been asking for, so I decided to do it. It's what if Nappa survived. Now Nappa's not gonna go right out the gate being good. It's gonna be a story of him surviving and adapting to the group that's around him, with him also having his own personal goal. So if you guys enjoyed this first part of this scenario, be sure to leave a like on the video. The like goal of this video is 150 likes. If we reach that, I'll continue this into a full story. And with that, let's start the scenario. And of course, we start this off right after Goku defeated Nappa. He then gets tossed towards Vegeta, which he then reaches out his hand to Vegeta, asking for help. Vegeta grabs his hand, then tossing Nappa into the air, launching a blast at him. Instead of Nappa being eviscerated by this blast, he instead gets pushed back far away. Everyone there, including Vegeta, thinks that Nappa died, and the events of the Saiyan saga pretty much goes the same as usual, to where they were barely able to defeat Vegeta. Vegeta calls on his ship and retreats. We then fast forward some, to where Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma go to planet Namek. And Goku is still in the hospital recovering, with a new spaceship being worked on. We then cut to a random wasteland on Earth, where Nappa eventually wakes up. And he's in tremendous amount of pain. He's actually surprised that he's even still alive. And Nappa tries to get up, but he can't use his legs. And he's wondering what the hell happened to him. As he then remembers, he was going after Kakarot's brat and that one small guy. But then he was stopped by Kakarot, leaving him paralyzed. And then he ended up asking Vegeta for help, but then Vegeta tried to kill him. So Nappa ends up remembering it all. And he's angered beyond belief. He wants to kill Kakarot for leaving him in this vulnerable state, and he also wants to take revenge on Vegeta for trying to kill him. He needs to find a way off this planet, but he doesn't have his remote to call on his ship, and his scouter is gone, so he can't call for anyone. We then go back to Goku, who is still in the hospital, and then we're gonna make one little change. Now it's not gonna be a major one, but we're gonna make Yajirobe gives Goku a senzu bean a little bit earlier, at least an hour or two earlier. And of course, once he's healed, he immediately wants to go to Capsule Corp to get on the ship. So Goku jumps out the hospital window on Nimbus, and he flies towards Castle Corp. Just as Goku's about to get there, King Kai then communicates with him, and he tells Goku that there's something he has to check out. He came into contact with King Yama to make sure that that one Saiyan that Vegeta killed was dead, and Yama told King Kai that he never came across his soul, which means that other Saiyan is still alive. And Goku's shocked to hear this. He thought for sure Vegeta killed him, and he somehow survived? Well, if that's true, he can't leave for Namek just yet, especially with that Saiyan still on Earth. Who knows what kind of damage he'll do? Especially when there's no one here strong enough to protect it from him. So Goku tells King Kai he'll try to find him. So Goku goes to the wasteland where they last fought Nappa. He tries looking around there, but he can't see him anywhere. So Goku tries to focus, see if he can sense his energy anywhere. Goku then does pick up something. It isn't much, but he thinks it's him, and it seems like he's quite a distance from here. So Goku goes back on Nimbus and goes towards the energy. We then cut to Nappa, who's slowly levitating himself off the ground, and he's barely able to do this since he doesn't have that much energy left. Nappa then looks up and sees that there's a figure flying above him, and he's shocked to see that that figure is Kakarot. Goku then lands in front of him, actually quite shocked to see that he actually is alive, and Nappa's pissed off to see Kakarot here. Nappa then tries to launch a blast at Goku, but Goku is easily able to deflect it. Nappa then falls back down to the ground, as that was the last bit of energy he had, as he then falls back unconscious. And Goku's in a pretty tough spot. He could kill Nappa for killing all his friends, and he could still pose a threat to Earth. But Goku also sees an opportunity. Nappa was kind of a strong opponent, and he hated to see that strength go to waste. Pretty much the same reason why he let Vegeta go. Goku then gets an idea. Well, he can't leave him on Earth by himself, so he can take him to space with him on the way to Namek. So Goku picks up Nappa and takes him to Castle Corp and load him on the ship, as he then blasts off. A day later, Nappa reawakens. He sees Kakarot doing some push-ups and that he's also on some kind of ship. Nappa tries to move, but he can't really, which makes Goku notices that Nappa is awake. Nappa is wondering where the hell is he, and Goku is glad to see that Nappa's finally awake, as Nappa demands to know what is going on, as he surely thought that Kakarot would have at least finished him off. And Goku tells him yeah, he could have killed him, but he decided not to. He tells him just how he let Vegeta live, he'll let him live, because he sees potential in him. So what, Kakarot kidnapped him, just so that he can make a better fight later? And Goku tells him not only that, but he'll make a very good ally. Nappa then laughs at this. Ally? Why would they be allies? They were just enemies, and they still are. He paralyzed him, remember? He must be a bigger idiot than he thought, thinking that he can work with him. Goku asks Nappa why isn't he open to this now? He and Vegeta did send Raditz for him to join them, right? So what's the problem with him now? And Nappa has no idea where Kakarot is going with this. Goku decides to be straightforward with Nappa. He's going to fight Frieza. And Nappa has a shocked expression on his face. He's going to what now? He must have misheard. Did he just say he was going to fight Frieza? He can't be serious. Goku tells him that at first he was going to try to avoid Frieza, but now that Nappa's here, they could train together and work together to defeat him. Nappa then yells at Goku, saying that he's the biggest idiot he ever known. Is that the reason why he brought him here? to team up against Frieza and fight him, a fight that they're possibly gonna lose? And Goku says yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Just because he killed Vegeta doesn't mean that he could fight against Frieza. Goku then tells Nappa what is he talking about. He didn't kill Vegeta, he let Vegeta live. And Nappa's surprised, he didn't kill Vegeta? And Goku says yeah, in fact Vegeta's on the planet that they're going to right now. Nappa's surprised to hear this, as he then smiles. He tells Kakarot, fine, he'll help him against Frieza, he'll train with him, but in return, if he sees Vegeta, let him take care of it, as he does want to get back at him for trying to kill him. But Nappa tells Goku that there is still one problem. He can't walk. Remember, he paralyzed him. So he isn't going to be much use in the fight. But Nappa then sees that Goku has a small bag, and he pulls out a bean. Goku then gives Nappa half the bean. Nappa then eats it, and he can't believe it. He's starting to have feeling in his legs. What was that? Some kind of healing bean? Goku tells him it's a sensu bean, and if you eat one, you get pretty much healed. And Goku only gave him half of one, just enough to fix his spine so he can walk again so he can start training. He really isn't so sure of fully healing Nappa. In worst case, if Nappa was fully healed, he would try to fight him again. Now that really isn't bad because Goku gets another good fight and he knows for sure that he will win. But the bad thing is that he doesn't think that an all-out battle will go well in the ship. And even though the sensu bean healed him to a certain degree, Goku can tell that Nappa has grown stronger. Which does make him wonder how much stronger would Nappa have been if he was fully healed. So it was probably better that Goku didn't fully heal Nappa, just enough for him to walk and train. And Goku does give Nappa a warning. If he tries anything funny to break their alliance, he will kill him. Cause don't think that he hasn't forgotten about what he did on Earth, as he still hasn't forgiven him. Nappa does end up taking everything Goku says under consideration. He actually didn't expect it turning out this way, him working with Kakarot to defeat Frieza. And not only Frieza his goal, but he has another one. He wants to kill Vegeta. So Nappa tells Kakarot, if they're going to be training together, he's not going to hold anything back against him, as he's going to train Kakarot in the ways of a Saiyan. And Goku's honestly glad that it went this way. Nappa's going to be a beneficial ally against Frieza, and maybe in the future he's going to be a great opponent. But deep down, Goku still does wonder if this was a great decision. But for now, he's glad with the decision. Days have passed as Goku's ship finally land on planet Namek, and both Goku and Nappa step off the ship. The both of them then fly off to the battle, where they meet the Ginyu Force. Goku fights Jason Birder, while Nappa fights Raccoon, and both of them win their respective fights, with Goku knocking out Jason Birder, while Nappa kills Raccoon. And after that, Nappa then kills Birder and Jace, showcasing their insane power. Nappa then tells Goku that he's still too soft, even after all that training they did. He thought that at least Kakarot would have learned to not spare Frieza's men. Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan are then saved. Not only are they surprised to see that they defeated the Ginyu Force so easily, but that Nappa of all people is still here. Especially Vegeta, he thought he killed them. Naturally, this leaves a lot of questions for everybody. And Goku says he'll explain everything later, as he then gives out sensu beans. He tosses one to Krillin and Gohan, and as soon as he tosses one to Vegeta, Nappa catches it in front of him. Goku then asks Nappa what is he doing, and Nappa wonders why does Vegeta need one of these? He should let this bastard sit here and die. Or maybe instead, maybe he should finish off the job. As Nappa charges a blast in his hand, pointing it at Vegeta. And Goku tells him to stop, they're gonna need Vegeta's help in order to defeat Frieza. And Nappa tells him that they're gonna be fine without him. With currently how strong they are, they should be able to handle Frieza with no problem. Vegeta weakly chuckles, and Nappa's wondering why is he laughing. Vegeta then tells him, so they think they can handle Frieza right now, huh? What about when he transforms and gets stronger, huh? Do they still think they can handle it? And Nappa and Goku are shocked. Frieza can transform? Even with that training on the spaceship, it might have not been enough. They don't know the true extent of Frieza's power. Goku then tells Nappa once again, now that they notice, they really are gonna need Vegeta's help. With that one little piece of information has changed how this battle is gonna play out. Nappa then curses at Goku, as he then cancels his blast. He then tosses Vegeta the sensu bean, and he demands Kakarot for a sensu bean as well, as he never really fully recovered since Kakarot only gave him half of one. Even though he defeated Raccoon, he still wasn't able to use his full power since his injuries. And Goku realizes that they're actually out of sensu beans, except that other half of that bean that he gave Nappa. He tells him to hand it over, and he eats it. And now Nappa's fully recovered, and you can feel his power all coming back to him. And speaking of powers, I never really went over Goku and Nappa's power level. Well, Goku's the stronger one at 200k. With Goku doing gravity training and having a partner to train with, he grew exponentially from this. And he also has Kaioken to boost his power up even more. Meanwhile, Nappa is at 180k. Goku did get a head start on gravity training, since it did take some time for Nappa to recover enough to train. Everyone there then senses another power coming towards them. Nappa just started learning how to sense energy, so he's not really proficient at it. But Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta know who this is. It's Ginyu. So Goku tells Gohan and Krillin to get out of here and go find the Dragon Balls. Him, Nappa, and Vegeta will take care of this. So they fly off, and shortly after, Vegeta then flies off after him as well. Nappa then sees this as he's not gonna let Vegeta get away that easily, as Nappa then chases down Vegeta. Goku tries to tell him to wait, but it's too late as Nappa's gone. Damn it. It looks like he has to handle this Ginyu guy himself. And Goku hopes that Nappa doesn't do anything rash, as this is where we leave this part off. What did you guys think of this video, and do you want to see more? If you do, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It supports me and it supports the channel, showing me that you want to see more what ifs. Anyways, I'm DBZ Anarchy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.